Hi, this video is to show you what to do once you have research notes completed, to show you that you've done the hardest part of the work in order to put the ideas into sentences. It actually is quite easy. So this is the example that I've done. Remember, my research question was related to a challenge in the Bloor West area. Are wild animals causing problems? Maybe because of the Humber River. High Park is a neighborhood a little bit further down east. So my keywords were problem, animal, Bloor West. And then if I had any trouble finding articles about that, I had other examples of words. Remember, if I put a word in quotation marks, it means that both words are kept together in the search. So I did find some articles that were good, and I made notes from it. If you want to look at the paraphrasing examples more carefully, you can go to the actual document uploaded in the Google Classroom under instructions. Right now, I want to show you that I do have the in-text citation noted. That's really easy to do. All you do is take the author's last name. I literally copied it, made it not bold, put it in bracket with the date of publication, and then copy and pasted it after every single piece of information. Okay, the period goes after the bracket. Why? Well, because when I get to this final step where I put the information together into paragraphs, it's now super easy. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the ideas that I already put into my own words and I already acknowledge from the in-text citation here where it came from. So all I have to do really is just copy and paste this into another document that's going to be my working document for organizing ideas. Okay. So this is from one source. I'm going to go to my rough draft here. This is related to the coyote problem. And I'm going to put this here. Okay. Awesome. Now, I have to start moving this together, but easy peasy. Do that. Now, I did have one other article that was related to coyotes because it had a couple extra pieces of information that I thought was really helpful. So I'm going to go back to my notes. I'm going to go to my other article. Notice again, I've taken the last name of the authors and I've put it into my in-text citation here. And every single entry here has an in-text citation. So I don't mix up where the information came from with multiple sources. I can now take this information and copy it, paste it into my rough draft. And now watch how easy this is going to be. I'm literally just going to put sentences together and see if it makes sense. Okay, so in fall of 2021, coyote sightings were happening almost daily, especially in the Jane and Dundas area. That's a full complete sentence. Great. The increase may be due to a resident feeding the coyotes meat from her butcher business. That also makes sense. The problem has residents worried, especially since these meat offerings are being left in playgrounds where vulnerable children and pet owners visit. Okay, that also makes sense. Community members have already started taking action, putting up signs asking people to not feed the animals. This led to the city eventually doing so too. I'm going to actually make this a different paragraph because this is more of the problem and this is like more the solution or what's being done about it. Toronto Animal Services has also got involved and delivered educational materials. Okay. Coyotes today seem bolder and less wary of humans. Not sure where I want that yet. There have been instances of coyote attacks. That makes sense after saying that they're bolder. This fall also led to Toronto police shooting a coyote in a North York school. That same coyote. Okay, then that has to be together here. There is growing data showing coyote sightings in urban areas have increased since the pandemic started. Ooh, okay, there's my link to why their behavior is bolder. So I'm actually going to move this here. And this was from a different source, but it flows really well into this source because there's a growing data showing coyote sightings in urban areas have increased. So there's more coyotes being seen because the pandemic started. There's less people around. So coyotes today seem bolder and less wary of humans. Yes, that actually works really well. This fall also led to Toronto police I don't need this anymore. Residents are encouraged to contact city police to extend the bylaw. So this is more about the problem. Do you agree with me? Because it's about the coyotes are being seen, and there was actually attacks, and there was someone, they had to shoot one right in front of school. So that's going to go under problems. That makes sense. And then solution is more of this information. And now I would go back carefully and just make sure that this still makes sense. And if it does, I have now 2 excellent, very concrete ideas. The last step I would do is I'm going to check to see when I'm finalizing my information, I don't need to have the same author's last name after every single point if it's all from the same author. So only when I'm completely finished my work and I'm ready to put it into my story map will I go back and be like, okay, this makes sense. So now I can take out this and this, and I can just put it at the end here because it means this is all from the same source. Okay, here it's from Weston and Hunt. I can't take out that Weston and Hunt citation here. This is the author, because look at where the next information comes from. It comes from the Wilson article. Therefore, I have to keep Westall and Hunt, Wilson and Hunt, but I can take out, yeah, so I'm actually going to keep this one and this one because there was a second one here. I don't want any confusion. And here I can take out Westall and Hunt because this is only Westall and Hunt. And again, just to reiterate, this is only if you are done all of your work for this paragraph. You're not going to add any new information. Then at the end, you can do in-text citations, deleting the ones that are repeating. Okay, so hopefully this shows you how easy it is to put your information from your notes right into paragraphs. If you made them into clear paraphrase sentences, it will be pretty clear.